Are you ready for a game-changing move that could shape the future of the San Francisco 49ers? As we gear up for the 2025 NFL Draft, whispers are growing louder about a potential selection that could bolster our offensive line. With a legendary tackle nearing the end of his career, it's time to think about who could step in and make an immediate impact. Stay tuned as we dive into the latest mock drafts and uncover a standout prospect that could redefine our protection. Up front, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit like to keep up with all the thrilling updates surrounding our beloved 49ers. As we dive into the latest mock draft projections, there's a lot of buzz surrounding the San Francisco 49ers, specifically about their need for an offensive tackle. With Trent Williams likely heading into his final season, the urgency to bolster the offensive line has never been clearer. The NFL Draft is just around the corner, and the 49ers hold the 11th overall pick, a prime opportunity to snag a top-tier talent. The Pro Football Network has just released its latest mock draft, and guess who they have the 49ers selecting? None other than Armand Membu, the standout offensive tackle from Mizzou. Now let's break this down. Williams turns 37 this summer, and there are legitimate concerns about the stability of the offensive line after a less-than-stellar 2024 season, ranking 14th in the OL Plus metric from Pro Football Focus. If the 49ers want to compete at the highest level, investing in a high-caliber player early in the draft is essential. For those who have followed Missouri football, Armand Membu is a name that's been on the rise. His physical attributes, length, agility, and power, are nothing short of impressive. But what really caught my eye is the significant leap he made in technique during the 2024 season. That's crucial, because it shows he's not just a physical specimen. He's also developing the skills needed to excel at the next level. Membu is currently ranked as the 4th best offensive tackle on Pro Football Focus's big board, boasting an eye-popping 90.4 grade. Let's not gloss over that. He allowed 0 sacks last season. That kind of performance is gold for any quarterback, and in the 49ers' case, it could be the difference between a successful season and one filled with regrets. 24 was a breakout year for Membu, and while his previous 2 seasons were solid, they don't compare to the heights he reached last year. Imagine if he could replicate that performance one more time. It would make him even more coveted. But even without that hypothetical, his growth over the last season speaks volumes. It suggests he's trainable and possesses a strong work ethic, 2 traits that are invaluable for any player joining the NFL. Now here's where it gets interesting. Membu is primarily a right tackle, which means he wouldn't directly replace Williams. However, I wouldn't put it past the 49ers coaching staff to switch him to the left side if they feel it's necessary. It's a smart, strategic move that could pay off big time, especially if Williams decides to call it a career after this season. So, what do I think about the 49ers potentially following this mock draft and selecting Membu at number 11? Honestly, I'm torn. Part of me thinks this could be a game-changing decision that sets the team up for success in the future. Adding a young, talented tackle like Membu could solidify the offensive line for years to come. On the other hand, it's always a gamble in the draft. Will he adapt to the NFL game? Will he continue to improve, or will he hit a plateau? This decision could have significant ramifications for the 49ers' future. It could lead to a more robust offensive front, giving whoever is under center more time to make plays. And let's face it, with the playoff aspirations that we have every year, we need to make every move count. Now, I want to hear from you, the faithful 49ers fans. What do you think? Is selecting Armand Membu the right path for the 49ers? Or do you feel there's another direction the team should take with that 11th pick? Join the debate in the comments below. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts and expectations. The latest buzz around the San Francisco 49ers is electrifying, especially after Ryan Wilson's recent mock draft projection, where he suggests that the 49ers will make a surprising selection at number 11 overall. Instead of bolstering the offensive or defensive line as many expected, Wilson predicts that the team will go for the South Carolina safety, Nick Emmanwory. This has definitely stirred the pot among the fan base, and honestly, I'm torn about this potential pick. Emmanwory turned heads at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis, clocking in at an impressive 4.38 seconds in the 40-yard dash. That's the 2nd fastest time among this year's safeties and 7th overall among all defensive backs. We're talking about a player who stands 6 feet 3 inches and weighs 231 pounds. boasting a vertical leap of 43 inches. In my eyes, that's the kind of athlete you dream about when you think of a safety. But the question remains, does he have the game tape to back it up? According to Wilson, Emmanwory's performance on the field has been just as stellar as his workout metrics. Last season he racked up 88 tackles, 2 passes defended, and 4 interceptions, with 2 of those picks returned for touchdowns. His coverage grade from Pro Football Focus was a jaw-dropping 86.8, and his tackling grade was an impressive 89.5. Let's not forget, he didn't allow a single touchdown all season. When quarterbacks were targeting him, they managed to achieve a passer rating of just 37.1. That's phenomenal. Now the 49ers might be facing a significant change in the safety position, especially with All-Pro Talanoa Hufanga potentially hitting the free agency market. However, it's worth noting that the team has been proactive in this area, having selected Malik Mustafa in the 4th round last year, and Jair Brown in the 3rd round of the 2023 draft. So the question arises, is investing in another safety the right move, or should they prioritize other positions? Emmanwory's ability to play both the run and pass is enticing. He can hit like a freight train on ball carriers and can seamlessly switch to covering tight ends or slot receivers. That versatility is precisely what the 49ers need as they look to solidify their defense for years to come. But as a passionate fan, I can't help but wonder if this pick could be seen as a luxury, when other areas of the roster might need more immediate attention. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While I love the idea of adding such raw talent, I can't shake the feeling that the 49ers might be better off shoring up their line, especially with the uncertainties surrounding some key players. But then again, this could also be a masterstroke, securing a future star who will anchor the secondary for years to come. The potential is through the roof, and I can definitely see why Wilson is excited about this pick. As we dive deeper into off-season discussions, I want to hear from you. How do you feel about the possibility of drafting Nick Emmanwory? Do you believe he could be the key to taking our already formidable defense to the next level? Or do you think the 49ers should focus on filling other gaps on the roster? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a pivotal moment for the 49ers, and every decision carries weight. The implications of this draft choice could shape the team's trajectory for years to come. So let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things 49ers. And make sure to activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates as we approach the draft. This is a thrilling time to be a 49ers fan, and I can't wait to see how this all unfolds.